me about your own research, because if we were to look at 3-4 facts that have been shown in this trailer, it talks about the love jihad conspiracy, then it talks about the issue of religious conversion, then the entire focus is on connection between Kerala and ISIS that has been shown, and also about radicalization. When you were shooting for this film, did you sense that there is that shift that is visible of Islamization of Kerala?
We actually met some girls also, and I went through they have done, Vipuls and Sudipto have done extensive research on this. And when we went through it, it's scary. It's like you actually see the horror, and we met those victims as well. We met the girls. So yeah, I think, I don't know. I can't even explain it in words. I don't know if you can explain someone's experience like this in words. I hope the film does justice to it, because again, it's a visual representation in 2 hours. But to put it in words in a few sentences, I don't know how to do it without just selling it short and, just sounding frivolous. I don't know how to put it in words.
So just on that, I want to add something here that, when we met so many girls and we took their testimonies on videos and stuff like that. So when we started writing, every scene that you see in the film, if that's not happened to Shalini, it's definitely happened to somebody else. And that's why we are saying that based on many true stories, because every scene that is shown in the film has happened to somebody. And that is why this tragedy is so big. And that is why it's such an important subject for everybody to see and feel their pain.
Yes, because it's so disturbing perhaps, and when truth stares at us, the manner in which this film is showing, it's about life stories. And as Ada was pointing out, that these are real life testimonies that you had, which is being depicted by these girls in this film. These terms, Vipul, love jihad, narcotics jihad, in the context of Kerala has been spoken about in the past. I want to understand from you, what made you do a film of this nature?
Honestly, I feel when we give such names, love jihad or narcotics jihad, we are not doing justice to the pain of those girls. So for me, it's a human tragedy. For me, when I read the material, when I met those girls, and when I went through everything, I was so shaken. I was so shaken that this actually is happening in our country, and most of us are not even aware of it. And I felt bad that I'm not even aware of something so huge happening in one part of our country. And look, it's not about the Kerala as a state. It's a heaven on earth. It's such a beautiful place. So it's not about Kerala. But this is happening in Kerala. So you can't just say that just because I've named the film Kerala Story, I'm blaming the entire Kerala. But it also, just because it's happening in Kerala, I should not call it the Kerala Story, was one of the arguments, which I think I feel that it's such a massive human tragedy. We should not name it anything else except human tragedy. Love jihad makes it trivial. People start saying, oh, it's a political term, so you are now trying to make a political use of a human tragedy. So that's not the right way to describe these girls' plight.
That's actually quite beautifully put there. And coming to you, when you were interacting with those girls, they would have shared those chilling details of what their experiences have been. Have you managed to communicate that with all sincerity in the roles that you have played? And the role of other 3 girls, how was it like? Where did you all shoot? What was the preparations like?
How we've done it, I think I'd leave that to you and the audience. When you watch the film, you watch it and you tell me what you thought of it. I would be wrong to judge how I thought I did it. I tried my best to do all the justice I could. When we met them, I even read some material that she had written, and I read it. I read it time and again. I read it again and again and again, sometimes just to see. And I was like, these are the same things that we've done. This is the exact same thing we've shown in the film. That exact same thing this girl has gone through in real life. It's just that when I'm playing a character on screen, I can, even if it's a tough scene, even if we've cried our eyes out, and I can still come home, have a shower in my own house, sleep in my bed comfortably, safely, know that I won't be, I can wake up next morning and go to shoot for a film, which is, not real life. I can't even imagine what someone must have gone through when she's actually going through this in real life. But I hope you think we've done justice to it when you watch it. And the other girls as well, all of us. Yeah, I hope you like all of us.
So all four of you, how was it? Was it joint research and effort that went into it?
I really enjoy shooting with women. And I think this movie is all about women empowerment and girl power. I think it'll also empower a lot of girls. I was getting messages on social media saying that, you've done this brave thing. Now even I have the guts to do this, this and this, and I'm going to come out and say my story and stuff like that. So I hope this movie will empower a lot of girls, and it'll, for me, it's a female empowerment story. And for people who say, we don't feel bad, these girls have made these mistakes, therefore, I think even if you don't feel bad, maybe there's something to learn. Sometimes you learn from other people's mistakes. You'd watch this movie, and I hope we can influence the minds of even few girls to think twice before making a mistake like that. Whatever religion and whoever you are, from wherever you are, if you're a girl who's falling in love with somebody, maybe think twice before. Just saying,
Just don't fall in love. Think about falling in love.
Think about what you're doing.
I strongly feel that please fall in love. Love is a beautiful thing, and every person must experience it.
But people have to think 2 times before.
You just need to be careful, because you don't know if the other person is in genuine love or he is trying to trap you. You just need to ensure that. That's all. Otherwise, love is a beautiful thing. Otherwise, if we start scaring people from falling in love, then the message is wrong.
That's just caution.
Caution, yes. But then I think caution, even today's time, is, in your marriage, in your friendship, everywhere, you need to be slightly cautious. That's fair. But fall in love.
Yes. How about the idea of faith? We're talking about faith here. And faith is a very personal space. But when faith becomes a subject of discussion that we are seeing, the manner in which it has become, many would say the criticism of this film is primarily because it is about faith. It's about that religious belief or a system that you are challenging.
See, I think we have just made a film which is a true story of 3 girls who suffered so much in their life. And if the perpetrators were from a certain faith, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to sugarcoat it and say, I won't talk about what faith they belong to? Then I would be doing injustice to those girls. And again, we are talking about a particular faith. We should be talking about the victims. We should be talking about them. Mm-hmm. And if the perpetrators believed in a certain faith, they will be named. And I think anybody who does anything in the garb of a faith has to be exposed and has to be punished. There is no, a faith cannot be a refuge. It cannot be the reason for you to, not be exposed. Rather, that should be the reason why you should be exposed, not just by us, by everybody from their faith itself, and put them behind bars, punish them, and show that your faith is wonderful.
You think there is a need